Wait a minute. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, it's time for you to be the head and not the tail. It's time to go where God said that you can go. It's time to be what God said that you can be. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Say, I believe it. Yes. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm moving from not enough to more than enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Woo. God's going to, listen, God is going to do something eyes haven't seen. Well, the question is, what kind of posture should I take? What frame of mind should I be in? First of all, you can't go nowhere with a slave mentality. You got to change your thinking. You got to stop thinking with that complex. We live in a generation of talented young people. These are young people that are gifted. But I'm here to tell somebody, God is doing something. You are living with a genius. Stop allowing folk to tell you that your child is slow. Bipolar, ADA. We as the church need to be ahead. We need to be ahead, and we need to be further down the road. You can't do it like you used to do it. But how many believe that we're going to have some results? I'm trying to get you to see the posture. We need to take on the mentality that we are the agents of change. Now listen to this before I close. The posture is this, and it's in a question. Have you not heard? Have you not known? The everlasting God. Am I in the book? The creator of the ends of the fainteth not, neither is any searching. I finished preaching a long time ago. Neither is any searching of his understanding. He give power to the that, and them he increase. Come on, the youth shall what? And the young men shall utterly fall. But here's the punchline. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew. Somebody holler, renew. Shall renew their strength. They're going to mount up. And I've stopped by to tell somebody, you ought to come up here and tell me to sit my black self down. But I've come to tell somebody, don't get used to seeing me driving the same car. Don't get used to seeing me wearing the same shoes. Don't get used to seeing me living in the same house. Don't get used to seeing me with the same anointing. Don't get used to seeing me like you've been seeing me, because in a little while something is about to break all over America, all over the world. The church of God is going to usher in the greatest revival that America has ever seen. And God's going to use you, and he's going to use me. So turn around to somebody and get them by the hand and say, neighbor, oh neighbor, don't get used to seeing me with the same song, with the same old face. I'm getting ready to break out. Yes! Woo! While you're standing on your feet, I've moved to a place called It's Already Done. People, yeah, that's, look at somebody and say, neighbor, that's where I am too. Now, I want to know how many believe that was their rhema tonight, that you're in an already done situation. Listen, all the hits that you've taken this year, and you mean to tell me you don't believe that you're in an already done situation? Wait a minute. So what do? It's about to happen. The word of prophecy is this: since it's already done, and even though I don't live in the house yet, even though I don't drive the car or I'm not at the university yet, it's about to manifest. See, I'm prophesying now. Somebody is going to wake up in a few days with a condition they had for 3 years. And it's going to be 3 weeks into a miracle, and you're going to say, wait a minute. Wait. I better check this thing gone. It's gone. It won't be a prayer line. It won't be going to some major conference at an auditorium with 80,000. You know what's going to happen now? God is going to use the local church. We are going into an era where the local church is going to begin to operate again. As it once, we are going to pray for our sick, and they're going to get healed. We are going to pray. Everybody ought to have a... How many believe that the door is open? God to do some incredible things between now and 8. Hey, don't worry about gas gouging and the politics of the day. God's shifting. I believe that the church is going to be the spokesperson. I believe God is going to use the church to be a head above the cutting edge. God's getting ready to change the platform. The anointing makes the difference. We're going to see folk delivered. Somebody throw your hands up right now. His hand is in the house. That's my word for somebody. It's already done. The next time you hear from the attorney, I'm hearing something. The next time you hear from the attorney, it's going to be overturned. God is about to adjudicate some stuff in this building. Don't worry about him who you've had to go back and forth to see in prison. Because God's changing not only his attitude, but God's delivering him and going to cut the sentence. And don't tell me that God can't do it. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, my home life is better right now. The very child and even the school situation right now. He said, I'm going to open the door, and the money that you need for the next semester, it's on its way. I see angels just walking up and down these aisles. Before I even attempt to minister to someone's need, the greatest miracle of all is someone knowing God. Someone accepting him as Lord of their life.